Alright, so today's video, we're watching a Plat 4 tank on console, playing Sigma, Winston, D.Va on Shambali. Shambali's an interesting map. They say this game has it all. Intrigue, excitement, betrayal, and tragedy. I came out on Sigma, and the opposing team came out on a Winston comp. Once I ulted, I swapped to Winston myself, and we had an honorable Winston duel that seemed evenly matched. Until eventually on attack, the enemy tank went into counter swap mode. Maybe it took me too long to swap, but I generally feel like I can play around counters and hate the counter swap game. I think a lot of people hate the counter swap game. Eventually, I did go D.Va, but I'm just not as comfortable on her. I think Winston is my best tank, but this game I didn't play very well. One thing I really struggle with is Primal, as you will see from this VOD, but I definitely need tips on his gameplay in general. I will never forgive myself for what happened to our second point defense. Oh no. Sounds like a Winston ult off the point. Also, I want to once again reiterate here. Are you ready? Winston is still really good. If I had to do a tier list right now, I think Winston and D.Va would still be S tier. Winston, especially in like pro play, even in ranked, I think D.Va in ranked play is definitely very good. But Winston is still very, very good. Keep in mind, as Winston, your bubble's still the same. Your cooldowns are still the same. You do 5 less damage, but you also ignore armor. Winston is really strong still. Anyway, let's see what happens, see how this game goes, and we'll go from there. I've done that too, by the way. I've learned personally it's not really worth trying to eat the Moira Orb unless like there's multiple areas of damage happening. As Sigma, that is. It's too long of a cooldown. You can eat it, and if you feel like you'll have it up in time, fair, but yeah. Good start for you. I actually don't mind you dropping down early. I've talked about this, where there's a time in where if you let the cart get past the corner, it becomes really awkward to be able to get the sight lines you need to stop them. And then usually you'll lose the team fight because they can just like take over the point. So this is a good area to stop the card at. I do like this. And it felt like you had an advantage to be able to do so. Now start back up on high ground. Good rotation. Perfect. So. Yeah, maybe one day I'll do a video on that too, of like talking about some of the things that like people may not know in Overwatch nowadays, like Winston ignoring armor, for example. Right? Like things like that. Maybe there's a video concept there we could do. So again, I'm okay with you dropping down here. They don't have a brig. You can outduel them a little bit. Winston's gonna get on you regardless. Now is what are you gonna do next? Because your teammate didn't rotate. Yeah, I would die in card. Yeah. It's either back up and then try to spam out or die in card. I think you made the correct choice. Remember, chat, the reason why you die in card here is not only does it stop the cart, which is a given, it also gives your teammates time to spawn up, right? Especially with, like, spawn waves now. And, like, it gives your teammates opportunity to spawn up, and you can retake the other. That's why you want to die in cart. Now your teammates are staggering, which is a problem, but I think you still have a retake. It depends. You definitely do. Okay, now you don't. Okay. This is kind of on your team. Like, regrouping is so important here. And your team is trying to... Hey, nice ult. Unfortunately for you, yeah, they had a life weaver there to save him, but... Dude, this could be a good rock. Oh, the Genji bladed you there? Okay, but now let me ask you a question, chat. Okay? And this is the part that can get really frustrating when you're playing these games. What would have been a lot easier here? Are you ready? Everybody on your team not going in one by one, or everybody on your team regroup it up here to then retake the point. You almost won this point, and you still may win it when you were at a huge disadvantage. Now imagine being here with all 5. When you're playing Overwatch, chat, when you get wiped out on a point, focus on regroups, not run into the point one by one. I know people want to stop the cart. I know people want to do this and that, but like, you are going to give them a free point if you do that. And at the very least, like, taking a 5-person team fight, if you lose here, at least you get their ultimates out. We'll see if you hold it, but this could have been so much easier. I mean, yeah, you're trying to stay in the point, I get it. I think the Winston swap's great here. Yeah, I like the Winston swap. problem is like you're not gonna be able to see some of that Winston play just because, yeah, these are the point. But I really feel like you might have been able to just full hold this map if your team didn't run to the point one by one. So obviously it's easier said than done to get your teammates on the same page there, but I just want to point out that definitely was a part of that problem. All right, good EMP, jumping in, good follow-up. You don't know why you kind of struggle with Sigma on Winston? Oh, like if you're playing like Sigma against Winston, like Winston's good against Sigma, in a sense. Like it's mainly because Sigma is a hero that tries a lot to minimize a lot of damage, so Winston kind of gets rid of that aspect. I don't mind the bubble there. You're trying to block off the Hanzo. I get it. So I struggle a little bit against Sigma because the bubble too. Like it really comes down to your teammates. If your teammates kill bubbles, then you'll have an easier time, but a lot of players don't want to kill bubbles. Like, we're still in the days of Overwatch where, like, one of my main call-outs is, please kill the bubble, kill the bubble, kill the bubble. Because people just, like, don't want to kill the bubble because it doesn't show up on the stats sheet. So, I mean, it's not necessarily the stat, but a little bit over the top here in what you're trying to do. And I want you to think about this from a... Like, when you ult there, okay? Like, when you ult there, what do you expect follow-up wise? Because your teammates are... Can your Widow help you from that angle? I don't think so. You know, can your Juno help you when you go this deep? A little bit, but they have fall-off on heals. So why does your Brig have to bash down here to save you? Take the team fight in an advantageous spot. Maybe around here, where your teammates can follow up. Where, like, you know, a displaced hero like Lifeweaver, like if you, like, displace the hero over here... Now the Widow can just headshot the Lifeweaver. Things like that. If you take a team fight here, all you're doing is trying to 1v5 and make an individual play. How can you expect to get any value with your Winston ultimate if you're doing it by yourself in their backline? It's so much easier for them to follow up. You still might get a kill, right? But what happens? You lose your Ashe during that, and all that happened was you wasted your Winston ult. You see? And then now, your teammates, who are out of position trying to save you, are now going to die. Now you have a Brig ult happening, so now your Brig ult, and it has like this chain effect. You see what I'm saying? Like the domino. Is even if you win this fight, you've had to use too much already, in my opinion. And there you go. And this all started with that Winston ultimate. See? All started with the Winston ultimate. Uh-oh. You're going to win this, and you get off the point, don't you? Yeah. You're not going to be able to resist dive in that back left. I can already tell. Oh, no. Do not leave this point. Do not leave this point. Do not leave this point. Okay. The point. Just be the one. Be the statue. Saw that coming. I mean, you kind of told me that was gonna happen, so I knew that was happening. But I could tell you were not prioritizing that point at all. At no point were you prioritizing that point. Feels bad, but it's all good. It happens. You said teams in certain ranks struggle on defense. You want my take on defense that it might open your mind to defense a little bit more? This is going to help in some situations, and in other situations it won't. It depends on team comps. Are you ready? What if I told you defense is just attack without the objective? And what I mean by that is people play a little bit too scared on defense sometimes. And if you're on attack, think about this, right? If you're on attack and you're being aggressive with the plays that you're making, what is going to prevent you from doing that on defense? Now, if the cart's a meter away, I get it. A little bit more defensive. But a lot of the time, you can play the same way on defense that you do on attack. You know, obviously there's the objective there. But if your dive is working aggressively on attack, and then you go to defense and you play very passive, what was working? The aggressive play. So say you run a Winston comp on an attack, and then you play a Winston comp on defense, the only thing you really need to change is your setups, how you do it. But you can still play aggressive, is what I'm saying. So remember that. It's sometimes players will play too defensive on defense. Like, play the same way that you play, and it can go well. Is basically what I'm getting at. Good ult. Nice job. By the way, to give you an idea and what's happening to you on your Winston ultimate, because you do the same thing I do on Winston ult. What you do on Winston ultimate is what I do. Just be patient. You're jumping around trying to do too much. Like that Genji you had stuck there, you don't even need to try to jump at them. You just need to sit there, keep slamming them against the wall until they dash out, and then jump to them. That's it. You do what I do where you're trying to do too much during it. What I've learned is that they've also made Winston ult a little bit easier. You just need to stick to the target you're on. Don't try to do too much. Just, that's how you get good juggles with Winston. So. Don't be too aggro. Play around corners. Yeah, you... oh, that Genji. Good job right-clicking him just to pressure him a little bit. Stay in there. Nice. Good job. I would have waited a second on the bubble only because you have your Juno ultimate there, but it probably wouldn't have mattered. They're just doing a lot. Oh, don't turn your back. Don't turn your back. In that situation, don't turn your back. Just go in. Like, you either gonna win, you're probably gonna lose the team fight regardless. I would just go into them rather than back away. Just a little side note on that one. Gotta love coffee. Now, chat, what's once again been the issue here? Y'all are just you just keep taking the team fight and going to cart. Like, it's one of these things where you have time, okay? You have time. You need to be patient on the retake. In both times, first point and third point especially, your teammates you have struggled with the retakes. And that's a team effort. It's not just a you thing. You said bad juggle time. And here's the reason why I think their juggle didn't work as well in general there. It's because they were going into a team fight like 3v5. Wait an extra second. Give your teammates opportunity. Like, now, granted, it's a team effort, so, like, if your teammates are going in and there's no communication happening, etc., I get it. But that's where they're struggling at. That's why, you know, a bad bubble is forced, is because you feel like you have to. It's easier to make a bubble decision, so. Good start. Good patience. Free pick on the Hanzo. Free pick on the Hanzo. Nice. Good job. So far, I'm okay with not engaging yet, but you could have been on the top where the Life Weaver is, but, man, even then, I don't think it would have been the best. I play patient, play cover, play cover, play cover. Yeah. Don't be afraid to just, like, poke around that corner. I think sometimes players want to do too much. If you ever watch me play ranked, you'll hear me say it. We're like, I try to do too much. Sometimes it's okay to be patient for, like, 3-4 seconds there. Just spam them out. Don't force out cooldowns too much. Like, I think that, I mean... I think that's what you did. You just kind of got too aggro, and then after that, it's just kind of a snowball. But they're playing out of position, so you do have opportunity here. Like, look at their Life Weaver is in the map right now. Their Life Weaver's about to jump over the top of the roof to go to the point to save somebody. So, already you're in a good spot. Like, their Life Weaver just pedaled over the roof to use their pull on a Winston. You're good to... Yes. Good job, by the way. I want to point something out here, chat. The reason why I said good job is that you had two options there. Go into their team with half HP and maybe get killed by a Storm Arrow Hanzo and Winston there, or fall back and get healed up. I love when I watch players, no matter what rank it is, that understand the situation of we have a 5v3, the worst thing I can do is trades right here and give them a free pick. Going back to your team, got a free kill, got healed up to full, now you win the team fight easily. No issues. I say that, now you're going to somehow lose this team fight, but still. Oh, come on! Why are they... You gotta win this, no issues, right? Oh, come on! I mean, you got their ults out? No issues at all happening here. Everything's fine. Yeah, I'd go for it. Heck it. You know what? Heck it. I'm in with you on this one. Win the point. Yes. Yep, this is fine. Get him out of the team fight. I know it's, like, frustrating you're not getting the kill. Good job. That was a good ult. Very good ult. That's what I was talking about with the patience. Good job. See? Easily got that, no issues. Right? That was clean. That wasn't close at all. That wasn't close at all. It was fine. Just as easy as it gets. Need a wild Bengal today. Might just need it one more time. Okay. I feel you, buddy. In between half here, okay? Wait that out. Go in now. Just, yeah, I was gonna say. At this point, build up the L charge. You're probably gonna struggle here to... you gotta pick. Second jump, I'm not a fan of. I'll see how it goes, though. But I think the second jump is a little bit over the top and puts too much pressure on your support to keep you up. But if it works, it works. Build L charge now. Yep, you're fine. Okay, I like this, actually. Go for the Life Weaver. You have your ultimate to survive if you need to. I'd actually bait them with one more jump to get out cooldowns. It works. Yeah, be patient. Just get the target. They're going to get Life Weaver pulled, but... Oh, no, maybe not. I got lost just as much as you did there. I'll be real with you. This is a long team fight. I don't even know where to go with this one. Good bubble. Basically, you're just separating the heals on their team. Winston's going to be really low because of that. Great bubble location. Got a Life Weaver pull. Slow down for a second. Slow down. Stop for a second. Yeah, give it a second. Your teammates are low. This is fine. This bubble play is fine, but I want to see you just... There you go. Good patience by you. You being patient there made this a lot easier if you end up winning this team fight. That's what I mean by patience in those situations. That was really good. Very well played. Bubble if you need to. I would be careful of getting... Oh, the Hanzo went the other way. Okay. This might give you a free ultimate. I don't know if you can... Ugh, this is tough. This is a hard call on the ult. That's one of those I'll let you make the decision. If it works, it works. It worked. Good job. I mean, honestly, your Winston ult's been pretty good outside of, like, one of them, it feels like. Now be careful of overdiving because they have that hog. So I see what you're doing. You're trying to distance yourself from their team. Okay, also, that's kind of on your Mercy flying in with you. If they kill your Mercy, that's more on your Mercy flying in with you than it is on you. This is a unique team fight, I will say. What is happening right now? Out of curiosity, what is happening? I love how you got out of there, too. In that situation, target priority. Just so you know. You switch too many targets at a certain point. Target priority there. To the channel, welcome. Hope you enjoy. So that was a clean exit there. Yeah, but like at the same time, if I fly to their backline as let's say I'm playing D.Va, and then I just sit there in their backline and I don't do anything, and then they kill my front line, and I escape, it's going to be a lot easier to make that a clean exit, especially when there's nobody there because they're all killing our team. Yeah, this is going to be a good ultimate. Good luck. Yep. Now you wait. Now you wait. Yep. That's a toughie there because, like, I think you go D.Va now, which D.Va actually would be a good against this comp. If you're going, hey, should I go D.Va here? I would like D.Va in this situation. Oh, my mouse made that noise. I'm sorry.
16 months come round fast. Keep it up, Mr. Streamer.
Yeah, I would play to just, like, kill the hog. Yes, because the hog is stuck behind the Life Weaver tree anyway. There you go. There's a Reaper behind you, so just be careful of, like, giving them that... There you go. Make Reaper your target for now. The Life Weaver's above you. Or they left. Okay, there you go. Yep, checking to see if anybody's on cart. Good job checking for that. Go for the Ash. Nice. There you go. EM usage is pretty good so far. I'm not upset with it. Going point. Nice pick by your Juno. They're on point now. Be careful of leaving your Ana by themselves. Okay, they're winning it. Yep, stay on the Reaper now. Do not let the Reaper do anything else. Reaper doesn't have ult anyway, but you gotta assume they're close to ultimate, the Reaper that is, so. Kill the pedal in the air when you see it, if you needed to. Life Weaver's off the point, you got this. I don't think you're gonna lose this at all. I mean, I know you're not gonna lose because of the time on the clock, but still. I mean, not bad. I would say that was a fairly good go with things there. I was happy with that one. Let's see how this defense goes. Oh, wow, wonderful. They have Bastion, Hanzo, Moira, Lifeweaver, Winston. Honestly, as long as you can deal with the Bastion's turret form, which, I mean, once again, you have armor, so you have a little bit of opportunity, I think you can make this work, actually. Excellent job, by the way. You saw the turret form and you backed out immediately. Now go back in now. Yes, 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 yes. This is perfect timing. Wonderfully played by you. Right there, chat. That is a excellent way to deal with the Bastion in that situation. You went in. You saw the turret form. You waited a second. You got healed up. You went back in. Excellent decision making. Good job. There you go. Nice. Good hold. I mean, great. Great play. And especially in those situations where you only have a minute, in my opinion, those are the most important situations to win in the game. Because if you misplay that and get rolled by the Bastion, that's it. You're going back to spawn real quick. So, very well played there in the decision making. Now you're on D.Va to start. Okay, we'll see how this goes. I don't mind D.Va here. A bit more burst damage. I like it. They also have a Junkrat, Roadhog. Yeah, you're perfect on D.Va here. They have a Mercy, Ana, Junkrat, Hog, Ashe. Perfect time to go D.Va. Hog going a point. Hog's purple. Don't be afraid to reset here, by the way. But you need to be very quick with it. Before you get a pick. Even if you get a pick, though, like, you have to remember Mercy can res. Yep. Oh, this is tough. You die as quick as you can. Yeah. Ooh, this is a tough one. That's a toughie. That's a toughie. I want to... One thing I want to show everybody here, because you did lose that game, but remember that people forget this sometimes when there's a minute on the clock, okay? It is a minute on the clock, and you need to get the card here. Why rush to the point to try to get 3 on cart when you can take away the map? The moment you take away the map control as a team, that you take away this part of the map, they're just funneled here, and then you just win. For the most part, I mean, you can lose that. So, I just want you to remember next time in this exact situation that it's okay to take, 30 seconds to set up, because it's only one team fight anyway. One good team fight, unless you, like, hard feed right away. So, map control becomes important. So don't be afraid to go up here and take the high ground and then go for that place. They group it in silver. Which, I mean, this is plat. But I still think getting in the habit of these type of plays is good. Because, like, let's say that, like, yeah, in silver games it doesn't happen. But what happens if you do get into a silver game and everybody's listening and wants to go up there? Maybe it happens 1 in every 4 games, but at least, like, you have that knowledge in that 1 out of 4 games. You know what I mean? So, take away the map control. Take away this part. Isolate them out. Get the kills. Slam your face against the wall here, and you're going to run into a situation where it turns into more of a 50-50, a coin flip, and you don't want to be in that situation, because exactly what happens here. So, anyway, I feel like you played fairly well. Winston Ultimates, just remember to be patient with them, but I thought you were actually pretty good with Winston Ultimates. Get better with regrouping. In general, it's a team effort situation, but maybe, see if you can get your team to regroup. Mechanically, I think you played fine. I wouldn't worry too hard about, like, I can't play Winston because Winston got nerfed. Winston is still very good. Winston is still very good. I do agree they went hard counters for you, so D.Va was a fine pick. I think you'll be fine. You just need to work on... The funny part is like, you don't have a ton to work on in many areas. I think right now you just need to be... Maybe you need to get better at map control. I think maybe that's what I think that's probably what I would give you on this one, is map control. Like, understanding, okay, these are my spots. I don't want to deep dive with Winston Ultimate on second point. Understand spots better and map control, and I think you'll actually get a lot better, because Winston's also about setup time. So if you can set up on Winston after a team fight's won, that will help you a lot too. And I think that will make you a lot better. Same with D.Va, setup time. It takes time to get to your spots. Once you get to your spots, you can just dominate. But you got this. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to all 3 YouTubes if you haven't, leave a comment, all that helps. If you want to submit your own spectating, look in the description below. You'll see my Discord. Join the Discord. That's where you do that.